House rules when your roommate is a Kevin. Back in the 90s I lived with a Kevin. He was a great guy, but I ended up having to establish some unique house rules because of him. No baking citrus fruit. One day I came home and could smell something burning. I looked at the oven and it was set to 450 F. I looked inside. In the oven was a cookie sheet. On this cookie sheet were several whole lemons and limes that had swollen to the size of grapefruits. I called to Kevin, who was lounging on the sofa, and asked in confusion, "Why is there citrus fruit in the oven?" This was the response: "I was watching Martha Stewart make potpourri and I decided that I wanted to make it dot and quat." Now, Martha had apparently sliced up the fruit, laid it out on the cookie sheet and put it in the oven at the lowest temp to slowly dry out. Kevin had attempted this, grown impatient and raised the temperature. The resultant caramelized, burned discs ended up discarded. For attempt number 2, he had placed them in the oven whole. Had I not interfered, his plan had been to slice them up once they were hot. When I explained that the process was meant to dry the fruit, not cook it, he removed them from the oven in defeat. The fruit had swollen as the juices inside heated up. I watched as Kevin proceeded to spear the fruit with a fork, spraying searing hot acid all over himself. No pledging the floor. I arrived home starving and proceeded to prepare a snack of cheese and crackers on a plate. I proceeded to attempt to carry this plate into the living room. We lived in an apartment with parquet floors. We had no area rugs. I am not, by nature, a clumsy person, so imagine my surprise when I completely wiped out between the sofa and coffee table. While I was lying there, covered in broken crackers, I couldn't help but notice the distinct smell of lemon furniture polish. This was odd, because there was no wood furniture in the room. Kevin arrived home a while later and I was compelled to ask, "Did you pledge the floor?" He grinned and informed me that since it makes furniture so shiny, it would be perfect for the wood floor. No hiding coffee in the furniture. Never, in the entire time we lived together, did I ever see Kevin consume coffee that didn't come in a paper cup. We didn't own a coffee maker of any kind. Because of this, I found it odd when I could smell rancid coffee in the living room. I looked around for an abandoned cup but couldn't find anything. Finally the mystery of the smell got too much and I decided to go hunting. There was an empty ceramic vase on the coffee table, and for some inexplicable reason, it was full of whole coffee beans. I took it to the kitchen and then went back to my TV show. Why can I still smell coffee? I start examining the sofa. All along the piped edge of the back cushions, I found a row of individual beans. I confronted him later that evening. He told me that he found old beans in the back of the fridge and thought they'd smell good. He also said that he debated putting them in the vents but couldn't find a way to make them stay. I have more stories, but some are NSFW.